talk a little bit about their Fright Fest.
What listing?
Six Flags New England. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time. Press 1 for...
Hello, this is Jen.
Hey, Jen, this is Clint Novak with In the Loop. How you doing?
Hi, very well. How you doing?
I'm doing good. We tried to get a hold of you on the office line, but it wouldn't let us dial in your extension. It kept saying that we couldn't dial it, and then it would bring us back to the opening prompt. So Tim gave us this number.
That's fine.
All right.
No problem at all.
All right. Well, we are live right now. Well, not live, but we are recording now, and we called up to talk a little bit about Fright Fest going on there at Six Flags New England.
Absolutely. We're excited each and every year, Six Flags New England, we make our Fright Fest bigger and scarier than ever before. In 2013, promises to deliver. And let me tell you, just yesterday I was walking through some of our haunted attractions, and there were several jumps and screams at me. So it is delivering.
All right. Well, why don't you give us a quick overview of what your Fright Fest entails?
Absolutely. Well, we have over 20 attractions that we offer for our guests. And we have Thrills by Day, which our guests can come into the park and enjoy all of our fabulous coasters and attractions. And then it's a great time for the kids, too. Our park is completely transformed, and we have Halloween decor all over. I mean, every inch of our property is just covered in frightful decorations, if you will. And then there's trick-or-treating for the kids, and for $1 donation, they're able to go through and have that experience and then enjoy our shows. And then at night, Fright by Night, where we open all of our haunted attractions. And, of course, our guests can still enjoy our coasters at night and have a different experience on our attractions because it's in the dark. So it's a lot of fun.
All right. What kind of houses do you guys have that would set you guys apart from, let's say, other haunt events around the amusement parks?
Well, absolutely. We have Midnight Mansion. And Midnight Mansion actually takes place by our Houdini attraction. We actually close that down and transform that area. And we have zombies and ghouls hidden in every corner of that attraction. And it's absolutely terrifying. We say it's 13 plus, recommended for ages. And it's just incredible. Our guests are going through nooks and crannies and are experiencing, we call it Lord Faustus's house, and he sadly has passed away, and we're there celebrating his life and or death, if you will. And it's a lot of fun, and yet the scare factor is just huge.
All right. I also heard that you guys have a haunted house that is all dark, and you have to get through with a flashlight and a rope?
That is true. That is brand new. It's called Total Darkness, and that is just, I'm absolutely terrified. I'm myself building the guts to go through that. But what it is a group of friends are going to go through together, and with the use of a rope and a flashlight, they need to traverse through the corners and try to find their way out of total darkness. And there's actually going to be individuals there scaring you as well. So you need to be prepared once you're in total darkness, because you never know what could be lurking around the corner.
Very interesting. Now, you guys also have a special event coming up as well, a zombie run. Yes.
On October 5th, we are going to have our annual Zombie Run 5K. And it's an incredible event, and, tickets are on sale. We definitely encourage our guests to visit sixflags.com/New England to learn all the details about the 5K. But what it is we have a 5K obstacle course around our property, and this is a gorgeous run location. It's right along the Connecticut River. There's obstacles, anything from climbing a rope tower, if you will, or climbing wall, and they have to go through it's over 13 different obstacles that we offer. And then what makes this unique is they're going to be wearing a belt with football flags. They're offered 3 of them, and those are their lives. And as they run through this obstacle course, the mission is the zombies don't take away all 3 of your lives. And if you do end the 5K with at least one of them, we call you a survivor.
All right.
And if you've lost all 3, well, then you've been infected by the zombies. So it's a very fun run. It's challenging, of course, as well, but it also has that special element of having the zombies run after you, and it's scary. It's early in the morning, so there's nothing like experiencing an October morning with the fog and dew, and it's a great, great time.
That is actually a really cool idea. I've been training to do a 5K, my first 5K, and I know there's not a lot of training involved in doing a 5K, but I've been training to do my first 5K in Thanksgiving. And this, I've been upset because like my gym and everybody, they have all these things like a mud run and all this stuff, but it's always for females only. I'm like, well, I want to go do a mud run. I want to run in the mud. I want to do an obstacle course. This sounds really fun. I really like the idea of doing an obstacle course with the flags and the zombies and stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun. And also each ticket that we sell, $5 goes to the YMCA of Greater Springfield. So at the end of the day, the ticket that you're purchasing is, I just want to make sure I get you the right pricing, is the $64.99 price point, would allow you to get the ticket into the property, ticket into the run, as well as a meal, a lunch that's provided, and then, of course, that's your ticket, for a whole day of fun at Six Flags New England. So, you can't have a better package than that. It's an incredible deal.
All right. Legend or Drew, you guys have any questions about Fright Fest?
I know I've been to a couple different Fright Fests. I don't think I've been to the one at Six Flags New England, but I know some of the parks do like ride overlays. I was curious if Six Flags New England does anything like that.
Yes, that's a great question. We have terror twists that we transform, and that's our teacups. And what we do is with the utilization of fog, sound, lighting, we completely transform that attraction to be terror twist. And it's a lot of fun, especially at that point where maybe you're a teenager and you don't want to go into the Midnight Mansion or our Wicked Woods attraction that we have. We would be able to have you experience something fun and yet scary. We're also brand new this. Oh, sorry.
You can continue. Sorry about that.
Oh, I was going to say, we're also brand new this season doing a Lightmosphere zombie coaster, which is where we take Pandemonium and similar concepts with lighting and fog, except what enhances this attraction is we've decorated the inside area, the layout of the attraction with graveyard scenes, skeletons, and pop-out experiences. And then also every few times an hour, there's going to be music and lights that go together, and absolutely you're going to transform this area and ride like never before. So that's going to be opening for the first time this upcoming Saturday, and it's just going to be something our guests have never seen before.
That's cool. I know back when I was living in Chicago, the park there did a terror twist with their teacups as well, and that was always one of my favorite parts of Fright Fest up there. A simple that makes all the difference.
Well, absolutely, and and I think it does add that element for the family or for anybody. And talk about getting busy on teacups without lights and music like that intense and fog. You'll be busy and spinning in your head like never before. One thing that I forgot to mention earlier is on for our Fright Fest new this year is we have something called The Awakening, and that happens every day throughout our Fright Fest at 6:00, and it calls forth our Mayor Slayer as our new character at our property, calls forth all of the zombies throughout the property. And it kicks off the night of scare. And it is absolutely incredible. The Mayor Slayer comes out of his hearse with his private chauffeur that he has that drives him. And it's a show, but it has an element of scare where we have, every night's different, but well over 30, 40 zombies come out for this event, and I don't want to give too much of the scare away of what happens towards the end, so you'll have to come and see it to experience it, because it is something like that's never been seen before, and I experienced it yesterday for the first time myself, and I will tell you, I jumped, I screamed, and it was a lot of fun.
What is your favorite maze? If someone was coming out to the park and had to choose one, which one would you point them to?
Oh my gosh, I always say my colleagues say I'm one to easily scare, but I would have to say it's Wicked Woods down in our Picnic Grove area that we have. And why I personally like that is it is outside. It is in the dark. So you kind of have that natural lighting of night. And you're going through, and it's kind of just, you can hear the crickets, and, maybe there's a chipmunk in a tree, and you hear the rustling. See, it's just some uncertainties that are in nature that enhance that element of fear. But then above and beyond that, there's a multitude of scenes that you go through, and you go through anywhere from where the bus has broken down, there's no turning back, and then you're going through a graveyard. It's just incredible setup, a lot of scare. And again, on a chilly, crisp night, it's something that, it's just terrifying to me.
All right. Any other questions from you guys for Fright Fest?
I was wondering if you could talk about some of the shows you guys do for Halloween. Do you have any specific haunt shows you guys do?
Oh, absolutely. New this year with the Lightmosphere Zombie Coaster, we're actually qualifying that as a show as well. Because if you're not riding the attraction and you're anywhere within the perimeter of Pandemonium, you will see the Lightmosphere attraction light up. So that's something that we want to make sure our guests know is if you don't ride Pandemonium, don't feel that you're going to miss out on this incredible attraction because there's going to be lighting all throughout, going into sound, music, light, all of it happening at once. And it's just going to be something that guests have never seen before. Similar to maybe a guest has seen a house that has Christmas lights that are matched to music. Well, that's this concept, but blown up 10 times the amount that you'll ever see at anyone's house. This is just going to be spectacular with lasers and lights and strobing. We also have plenty of other shows that we offer. One of my personal favorites is Sorcery. It's out in the park. It's similar to a Salem witch trial, if you will. Very interactive, very fun. And again, that's one of those shows you need to come out to the park and see because I don't want to ruin the ending of what happens to the witch that's on trial. But the audience is allowed to scream and shout and be engaged with the characters. And it's fun, it's scary, and it's interactive, which allows that element to be enhanced from other shows that we offer.
All right. Looking forward to 2014. Six Flags New England is going to be opening up the world's tallest swing ride with the New England SkyScreamer. That's pretty exciting stuff, especially since we're going over 400 feet and pretty terrifying at the same time.
Yeah, we're really proud about that. And, world's record breaker right here, Agawam, Massachusetts, Six Flags New England, the world's tallest scream ride. And it's 400 feet plus is something that's hard to visualize. So I always like to say, if you were the tallest attraction in our park that we offer is Bizarro. That's 2 Bizarros, one and then another one stacked above it. So it's hard to look up if you're right near that attraction, see the top hill of Bizarro. I think our guests may have to lie down to actually see the top if you're right in front of the New England SkyScreamer. It is going to be absolutely the tallest attraction by double of any other in our property, and it's just going to be thrilling, fun, unique, and we're proud to have it right here at Six Flags New England.
I'm looking. This is going to be my first year next year coming up to Six Flags New England. Tim, who's a really good friend of mine, lives up that direction. In fact, I think he hung out with you this weekend.
I did. He was fantastic. We had so much fun together.
He talked me into coming up there, and SkyScreamers or Starflyers are by far the most terrifying ride I can go on. And there was one in Orlando I've been going on for several years that just scares the crap out of me. Then I've been going to Six Flags Great Adventure and getting scared even more. And now you guys are just pushing that to a whole new level. So coming up there, I don't know. I might have a panic attack or something. I don't know.
Oh, no. Well, you know what? It's a couple of different elements of fear. I mean, you do have the height. It is that swing ride concept where you are attached to chains, so that's a little bit, disconcerting, for someone when it comes to riding an attraction, because you feel like, oh, my gosh, I'm just, I'm on a swing. I'm 400 feet in the air, and I'm just flying through. And then also it reaches speeds of about over 40 miles per hour. So that's another element that, too, it's not just slowly swinging you. I mean, you're going to be able to experience up there, very fast speeds as well as incredible views. I just can't wait till, going up there, and maybe you'll see Hartford, Connecticut. Maybe you'll see all the way into Worcester, Massachusetts. We don't know how far you'll be able to see because the ride is yet to be created that tall. So we'll see, and I just can't wait. We're also excited. We're also proud of our team for having it come here, and we just cannot wait for 2014 and our guests to go up that high. And you got to do it. It's going to be fun.
Oh, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to be scared. I may have to have Tim hold my hand.
I know. I feel like, that you have to say those words together. Fun, terrifying, it's really, that incredibly tall. I mean, we have our screen tower. That's about 3 of those stacked together. I mean, it's over 100 foot over the Statue of Liberty. These are talking scales of really, really high.
Yeah, and you're being held in with chains. That's the freakiest part, is that you just have chains.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of construction timeline do you guys have? Do you know when construction is going to start and how long it's going to take to get everything up?
Absolutely. Well, with any of our attractions, we do have a pretty tight timeline. The majority of the work will take place during our off season. We close November 3rd, so that's really where we'll be able to kind of start erecting physical pieces, or I should say even placing the pavement and ground level areas, what we need to do. It's a very large footprint for a SkyScreamer, a New England SkyScreamer that we have, that to allow it to get to that height. So it is a very large physical attraction coming into that area. We will aggressively build as fast as we can, but one thing that Six Flags New England, or a couple of us Northeast parks, deal with is snow. So every season is different, and our fabulous engineers and builders and maintenance team know and how to work through that and around that, and ensuring that they can get as much done. I mean, we've had some years with little snow, and they're able to erect and move more quickly than in a snowier year. So that's kind of all to the fates of Mother Nature, if you will. But they will work as quickly as possible and ensure that we have it ready to go summer 2014, if not sooner. And I can't wait to see, how it looks. It's just so hard for me to kind of picture this attraction sticking out in our north end to the right of Cyclone. So this will really add a lot to this area where we have Blizzard River, Pandemonium, Cyclone, so many great attractions, and now, of course, the world record-breaking New England SkyScreamer. So it's going to change our landscape forever.
All right. Well, looking forward to coming up there in 2014. I got one last thing here.
Sure.
I was just looking through the website, and I ran across the Six Flags newsletter. Its name, In the Loop. Uh-oh. We got an In the Loop show off now.
That's funny. That's funny. Well, we always want to keep our guests in the loop when it comes to information for our guests. So, maybe there's got to be a little tie-in or something, because you're absolutely right. In the loop, that's what we're doing. We're communicating park information.
It's funny because I believe, I want to say Geauga Lake also had a newsletter back in the day that was called In the Loop. And Legend, you used to have a podcast called Guide to the Midway, and didn't somebody use that? I think a Six Flags park used that as like a walking thing, or what was that?
I don't know what you're talking about there, champ.
No, didn't they use Guide to the Midway as like their something at Six Flags Great America? I thought they had it.
Never had a podcast called Guide to the Midway there, Clint.
Walk in the Park.
That was you.
There we go. A Walk in the Park, and a Walk in the Park, they used that, correct?
Yep, there we go.
There we go. Now I'm getting my facts straight. All right. Well, Tim was up there doing some video footage for our YouTube page with Jen over the past weekend, and I guess we're looking forward to Tim finishing up the editing on that and getting it up on our YouTube page and seeing what's going on up there at Six Flags New England.
Yeah, we had an absolute blast. We did everything from, experiencing our incredible Fright Fest attractions. We went through Wicked Woods, Midnight Mansion, and we gave exclusive sneak peeks that they're going to be able to see. We won't be able to give all the speakers away, but just some elements of scare of what we're able to offer. We also, something unique and fun that we were able to do is, showcase our incredible fudge that we make at the park, and showing behind the scenes and how it's made. Our gourmet apples is something that we were able to showcase, and then something new that we're offering for the children experiencing Fright Fest at our property is decorating your own cupcakes. And we just had such a blast walking around the entire property and showing, your viewers and those that tune in just behind the scenes of Six Flags New England. So once he's done editing, I think they're really going to be pleased with what we were able to share.
All right, very good. Some pictures are also up at our Facebook page. If you go to Coaster Crew's Facebook page, Facebook.com/Coaster Crew, and you can see some pictures of Tim at the park this past weekend doing some behind-the-scenes stuff. Jen, thank you very much for stopping by the show today, and we look forward to talking to you in the next couple of months as we talk about some construction updates on the New England SkyScreamer.
Absolutely, and I'll keep you posted and send pics. The first time we get a piece or anything involved, you guys will be first to know, and make sure you guys send that back.
All right, thank you very much. Great guest. Thank you for stopping by.
All right, thank you guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
All right, that is Jenn McGrath from Six Flags New England talking about Fright Fest and a little bit about the New England SkyScreamer. Make sure you're checking out our YouTube page, YouTube.com/Coaster Crew, for the upcoming video with Tim Holla at the Six Flags New England Park doing some behind-the-scenes video stuff. So it's going to be exciting.